Hey, what's going on? Hey, everybody. Welcome to Rich Buddy live stream. Let's see what we talk about today. Some watches by new IWC. Ha ha ha. So let's see what's up. I just sent the rancher a text, but it's a work week, so work day. So I don't know if he'll be available. Might be a little too early for him too. I think it's 6 a.m. in Oklahoma. So we'll see if he pops his head in. I'm just trying to get a sip of coffee here. So what do we got going on? I'm a little slow this morning. Let's see here. So I'm picking up a new ride today. I bought a car yesterday and I'm picking it up today. They floundered the computer when they tried to jump it, I guess. So they fouled up the computer, so they had to I guess send it to Mercedes or have someone from Mercedes come by to work the computer since they fouled it up. So I wasn't able to get the car yesterday. Matter of fact, I haven't even test drove the car. I just bought it. Yeah, I was surprised it had an IWC in it. I didn't know it was going to have an IWC in there. Isn't IWC a Swiss? What's up? You working? Okay, sounds good. Cool. All right, man. Go save some criminals from the woe of the injustice system. Oh, I know. I'm being serious, man. I believe the system's unjust. So you're a hero. All right, man. We'll see you later. All right, bye. That's the good old rancher protecting good old honest Oklahomans from the woes of the injustice system. Yes, I'll bet you that in Oklahoma, it's more corrupt than the norm of the national average. Wouldn't you expect? Come on, of course, Oklahoma is more corrupt than the norm of the national average of injustice in court system. Of course, absolutely. The more remote you get, the less population, the closer you get to the Old West. The closer you get to them hanging days, motherfuckers. They'll hang your ass over there. Shit. Kidding me? Fucking lynch mob your ass. You gotta watch your P's and Q's in the valleys, man. Shit. There ain't no social justice warriors. There ain't no social justice warriors in Oklahoma, motherfuckers. You got Clivers. Clivers is your social justice warrior over there. He'll stand by you and defend you as long as you got your pocketbook ready. All right, let's take a look at my new IWC. Let's take a look at my new IWC. Pull it up here. Where's she at? Oh, damn, I lost the picture. Sorry, hold on. Let me pull it up. And the thing is, it takes a minute to load. For some reason, it takes a minute to load. So right now, I'm going to the other page and I'm loading it. And then I'm going to share a screen. Give me a second. I got to find it. Find it. There she is. Okay, it's loading. Give me a second. Man, it's wild what's going on with the Russian-Ukraine conflict. I got to tell you, I didn't pay it no mind or give a shit in the beginning. But I'll tell you now, it seems like it's this is a world war thing. And it's quite a serious thing. You got to ask yourself, it's still loading, by the way, it's still loading. You got to ask yourself one question right now, a live question, like a question live, like in the moment right now, like what's going on. The question I have is, why hasn't anybody cluster bombed or nuked that 40-mile line of Russian troops that's outside Ukraine? 40-mile line. I mean, you can cluster that. You can cluster bomb that with drones from your living room in Dallas, Texas, like they do in Afghanistan. And I mean, they can do that right now. While right now it's all ready to go. They don't need anything to be deployed. It's like it's all there. So it's like I don't understand why they haven't done that already. Makes you think: is there a larger picture here? This is supposed to happen. Is this invasion supposed to happen? That's a good question, isn't it? Is this really a Russian invasion? That's a good question, isn't it? If they don't take out that 40-mile line, I'm going to question whose war is this really? You have to. Because there's no reason why that 40-mile line can't just be taken out. Come on, man. It's still loading. Jesus Christ. It's criminy. Fuck, it's still loading. Come on. Let me back out. Go forward again. Try to go in it again. Yeah, their website just sucks. Their website sucks. Come on. There it is. Okay. Let's get down to the clock. Where's the clock at? Oh yeah, I just spent 6 figures on an IWC clock. That's right. Is this it? No, that's not it. Find it again here. There it is. Yay! Made it. We made it. Here's my new IWC dash clock. Check that bad boy out. I can't believe I have an IWC clock now in my car. That is sick. I mean, that's high end right there, boys. I got a fine Swiss clock in my automobile. I'm going to go pick this bad boy up today, man. What up, geezer? So I picked up a souped up Mercedes, a tuned up Mercedes. Man, this shit's gonna be fast, man. I picked up a tuned up Mercedes. It's got over 600 horsepower. Just under 1,900 miles on it. Check this bad boy out. Carbon fiber interior. Carbon fiber interior. Look at that. Look at the AMG sports wheel. Look at all the stuff on the sports wheel. It's even got a disc right here. I got my supercar. So sick. Look at that. Look at that shit. That's so sick. I got my silver supercar. The only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to put a carbon fiber tail on it. That's the only thing I'm going to do different. I'm going to put a carbon fiber tail on that son of a bitch. I'm going to pick up this bad boy today. Check it out, man. It's tuned by Rentec. It's tuned by Rentec. Oh my God. This thing is tough. So check out how much horsepower it's got. It's got, here's the thing. I don't know which package it has. So I'm flipping out until I get it because I don't know which tune package it has. So I don't know how fast, I don't know what it's got under the hood. So this is what it could be. So I don't really give a shit. It's got one of them. So I know it's got at least 601 horsepower. This is sick. Watch this. Let me show you. It could be a better package, as a matter of fact. The thing is that this came coupled with the factory tune, it came factory with the Rentec tune, and the badge on the car. So it's like, which package would they have put in there? Wouldn't they? I kind of feel like they would have put the more advanced packages, but I'm not sure. Would they have put the more advanced package or would they put the less advanced package? So, man, I don't know how I'm going to find out, but when I get the car, I'm going to look at paperwork and the sticker and stuff and see if any of that information is on there. Man, I can't find the fucking page I'm looking for. Fuck. There, right here. So here's what I've got under the hood. It's either R1, R2, or R3. Which is it? Which is it? Which is it? Oh my God. Imagine if I have R2 or R3. Holy shit. Holy shit. Imagine if I have R1, R2 or R3 kit. I've got at least 611 fucking horsepower on this motherfucker. Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck, huh? Supercar. Oh my God. When I saw this, I called them back and I said, I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't care. He didn't know which package it was. He asked me if you want me to find out. I said no, let's just leave it as a surprise. I don't care. Leave it as a surprise for me. I'll figure it out. Just I just know it's got one. Just leave that as a thrill for me. Fuck it, man. I'll figure it out. Oh shit! I mean, that's a $7,000 option right there. I mean, the car's loaded with $105,000 in options. Well, the base price is what? The base price is 77,000, and I've got 30,000 in options with this kit. It could be more, but I'm just going to guess and say it's the R1, man, because the other ones are really expensive. You see that 17,000, 24,000. I'm just going to take a guess, and we're going to just not yank our own chain, and we're going to say we've got the R1. I'm going to assume I got the R1 package, which, I mean, fuck, dude, 611 horsepower, 672 pound-foot torque. It's more than the other two. Look at that. I'll tell you what, there's one thing I'm disappointed about, that I'm not happy about, that I'm not looking forward to, but I had to put it beside me because this is the best V8 ever made, and this is the last they're ever making it. This is probably the best car that exists, so I had to get it. And the thing is I forgot what I was about to say, but whatever. Holy crap, 611 horsepower. Are you kidding me? That is sick. I just don't even know what to think about it. You know what I mean? This thing is going to crack. That's all I can say. This thing is going to crack. Right? So I got my new toy. I'm going to go pick it up today. I'm basically waiting for it to come back from Mercedes. Whenever it comes back, I can go get it. Oh my God. So I'm just waiting for that phone call. Is that sick? Look at that. It's got a sport mouse wheel on the steering wheel. Man, I shit you not. I think it has a fragrance drawer. You open up a little box, and there's a liquid bottle of Mercedes fragrance that you put in there, and it emanates it throughout the car. I saw a video with that. I don't know if this car has it or not, but damn, the features in the car were just sick, amazing. And I got an IWC carbon fiber clock. That carbon fiber in the background looks like it. I wish I had some yellow stitching there like I did in the Porsche, but I think the silver on, I really wanted silver. Silver was my only requirement for the exterior. And I know it might be a little boring inside with all the black. It is kind of boring with all the black, but at the same time, it's it's pretty masculine. It's black, carbon fiber, silver. A little boring, but just all metallic. I'm digging it. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm flipping out. I was looking at a Porsche, but I didn't want to spend $180,000 on Porsche I wanted. And at the same time, I think I'm done with Porsche. I did Porsche for 7 years. Very hard to get in and out of. I almost got this car. I almost bought this one right here. And the reason I did it was because it was too low in height and tight, kind of like a Porsche 911. And for my spine problem, I just thought it would not be as comfortable as the one that I picked out. Plus, the one I picked out is a 2021, and this one I'm pulling up right now is a 2016. So this is 5 years older. So you got to figure 5 year older in everything and technology. It had 14,000 more miles on it and less horsepower and all that. But this is a beautiful car, and its sticker was a lot more money. And I was very tempted to get this one, to be honest, because of its looks. It's the Batmobile, you know. But I went against my gut on that one, and I went with the C63S. See how long it takes for their site to load? This one, look at this. Man, shit. I almost went for this one right here. I almost went for that. But look at it. It's too low to the ground. It's too, yeah, it would have been very hard for me to get in and out of all, you know, just too tight, too low. What do you guys think? That's a tough car, huh? So this one was actually 10 grand cheaper. I could get this one for 10,000 cheaper than the one I paid. Man, I can still switch if I want. The interior on this one was beautiful. I like that brown leather. But look at the steering wheel. It doesn't have that AMG steering wheel. You know, it doesn't have the attractive side paneling like the other one and all the modern electronics. I mean, the one I got's the newest one. It's 2021. So it kind of makes sense to stick to the modern. Plus, you know, they're discontinuing that V8 bi-turbo. I basically got the last car that has it, the last great V8. So I think that's important too. That might carry value on my car. Who knows? 3-4 years from now, my car might be worth more money because that discontinued V8 bi-turbo, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. But this one was nice. I mean, I can't deny it. I sat in this guy and I was like, man, what's going to stop me from driving away with this thing? Look, it's got some carbon fiber in there. I didn't see that. Oh, it's got carbon fiber in there. I didn't see that. I mean, this car is hot. Oh yeah, I was gonna say the one thing that I don't like about the car that I bought is that it's rear wheel drive. Damn, it's rear wheel drive. So I'm afraid the ass end's gonna get ahead of the front end when I punch it. You know what I mean? I hate rear end drive cars. Fuck me, man. So that's what I was trying to remember earlier. What I was trying to talk about. You know, I think this one here is an all wheel drive. Anyway, when I was watching the reviews about this car, they said that this car handles like a champ on the road. So I was thinking about getting this one because of its handling, its road commitment, its a road performance, the fact that it wouldn't get its ass behind its front. because of its design. I just don't know if it's rear wheel or not on this one either. But when I watched reviews and things about this one, there was no indication of that. But when I watched reviews about the car that I'm buying today, the car that I bought picking up today, um, there was one guy in particular who discussed about the back of the car swaying, you know. And I used to have a Corvette, and that was the problem with the Corvette. Fuck, I'll never buy another Corvette ever again. The Corvette, man, you couldn't drive the damn thing. Every time you hit the gas pedal, you go into a spin. I mean, it was garbage. The aluminum block, the engine was so light with that aluminum block, there was no weight, and the distribution of the weight was so shitty designed that the damn car spins in a circle when you hit the gas. What a piece of crap. And so I just hope the Beamer ain't. I mean, I ain't hearing any of all the young kids making their YouTube videos complain about it. So too much. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, you know what? If this car wasn't 2016, maybe a little bit newer, I might have made a change in decision. But I gotta admit, this one is hot. It's hard not to want this. I mean, I can save 10 grand and move into this one if I want. I still can do it. I mean, they got my money. It doesn't fucking matter what car I walk away with today, right? They haven't signed this to me my name yet. I can fucking do whatever I want, to be honest. But I mean, I could get this one still if I want. But I think I'm down with the other one. It's just so many reasons, It's the newest one. It's got the kit. I mean, that's the main thing too. It's got the Rentec kit. So I'm already at 601 horsepower, which blows this one away right off the start line. Right off the starting line, it blows this one away because this one is look at this one, 503 horses. Holy crap! So I've got 100 horses on this one. That's a lot. That's a lot of power above it. So it's kind of a no-brainer. I think it's more of a looks thing. And I mean, they're both beautiful, but this is just exceptionally gorgeous, isn't it? But when you look at the inside, man, it's like a cockpit, especially the driver's seat. It's pretty low and tight. And this dash right here is incredible. It's made entirely for driving. There's no other function on this dash. Look at it's got right here. It's got your sport modes, your suspension modes, your just everything has to do with the driving mode, gears, manual shift. So it's made for driving, cruising, touring, racing. There's no like bullshit controls on this. It's all has to do with operating the car, which is pretty neat. That's actually pretty neat. Pretty sick, huh? Anyway, that's that. that's that. So I will not be calling Rolex, asking for a Polar Explorer like I was discussing with Clivers the other day. That won't be happening. As a matter of fact, if Rolex calls me with anything, I'll take it and I'll flip it. But we don't have to worry about that. We know Rolex ain't going to call me with diddly squat. We got everything we want from that major house brand. Anyway, what could we possibly want from Rolex now? I'll tell you what, though. I don't want FP Journe to be calling me anytime soon. Let's let them build that watch for a little while longer, because assets are appreciating at the moment, be it stocks or crypto or whatever. So let's let that Journe stew over there for a little while. Maybe we can pay for this Mercedes while we're waiting. I like this. It's a nice looking watch right here. Look at this guy. Wow. This will probably be the best watch we'll see tonight. No doubt. That would be a beautiful car color. You see this color on the dial? Imagine this on the Mercedes that I just bought. Holy shit. Holy shit. Would that be sick? What is this, like a gold or something? A peach gold? Imagine the color of this on the Mercedes that I just got. Wow. Wow, that would be incredible. I think car manufacturers need to look at watch dials for coloring and get some inspiration. That would be amazing. Imagine a Havana wrap, with the matte wrap, like they have the matte black wrap, but imagine it in the Havana color of the Havana FP Journe. Matte Havana, chocolate brown, matte. Oh my God. Can we start matching our car wraps to our watch dials? Like if I take my Havana in somebody and say, I want you to wrap my car custom to match my watch dial Havana color. Can you do it? You think they can do it? Look at the color of this Ferrier. Don't tell me that wouldn't be amazingly sick if you wrapped your car in this color, this gold, metallic looking, whatever it is. Oh my God, that'd be incredible. That would be just sick. Look at the back of this watch. It doesn't get much better than that. Look at that. $2,800 service. How do you like that? For a standard service, $2,800. That is a pretty Cartier tourbillon. That is classic, and that is beautiful. That is one of the most beautiful tourbillons I've ever seen. That's magnificent, to be honest. Look at the 4 jewels. Wow. 5 jewels. This watch is just another level. I would wear this. This is just incredible. The price looks amazing too. 35 grand for a beautiful tourbillon. Wow, this is great. God, I love how the Roman numeral 10 has wording crossed in with it. What does that say right here? Cartier. That is nice. God, I love that guilloche dial that Cartier does like this too. This is classic Cartier guilloche. You see this? But what's more amazing is the design of the watch, the round, the beautiful etchings on the tourbillon itself there, the the round circle in the middle there. Everything about the watch is just absolutely beautiful. Like this one. Oh my God, look at that. Wow. It's nice. I wish I had an extra 40 grand to throw around, sitting around just to buy something like this, you know? This is a good one just to buy. If you got 40 grand just sitting around, do you want to throw at something? That's a great looking watch. 37 millimeter too. Totally wearable. I thought it was like 34, 35. The picture is really misleading. Wow, at 37 millimeter, that is really good. How cool is that? This is a proper watch. Like seriously. Imagine wearing this thing there. You'll feel like the Duke of Dukes. Pardon me, monsieur. God, I love this watch. This is cool. This is one of those ones where you just buy it on a whim and just be happy with it. Pretty cool. That's the best watch of the night. Right there. Oh yeah, I like this. You guys know I like this one a lot. This is great. What a great looking watch. I want this in white gold. I'd love this in white gold. This one is great. Now, if you don't like hobnail, you're not going to like it because the hobnail is quite overwhelming on this piece. You know, you could argue they should have gone with one row, two rows. I can see where anybody can argue legitimately it might be a little overwhelming to the eye. But I don't oppose it. I like it. I like it. But you know what I mean, right? Should they have gone with one row or the two row? It is a different look. It's a totally different look. I got to tell you that having the 5196, the discontinued one, it's actually a, if you got the old 5196, man, you're sitting on some money because there's going to be 80% of people who don't dig the hobnail bezel and they're going to hark back to the previous version, and that's going to add value to your 5196. Rest assured that 5196 value is locked in permanently now because of this hobnail bezel. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I love that it's an open case, that the movement fills the whole case back. Finally, Patek Philippe. It's a great watch. Yeah, in any of the colors, but I think I want this in white gold. That would be great. White gold. And look at that. 37,000. 37 grand, baby. I mean, I got my 5196 for 14 grand or something. 14, 15 grand. $14,000. I got my watch for half price. Crap, old man. Whoa, look at the Daytona. It's pushing 153. Holy crap. Why didn't I get one of those? Wow, the world's gone crazy. The Russians are invading. Watch prices have gone through the roof. And Rich Buddy just bought a supercar. Woohoo! Yeah. We're rolling, baby. We're rolling. What the fuck? This watch is this Patek Philippe is just amazing. This is unreal right here. $90,000 now. I think it's absolutely stunning and beautiful. I'm not entirely a fan of the blue. Let's just be honest. I'm not entirely a fan of the blue, but I like the watch. Like let's say this. For one, they got to get rid of the fucking strap. The strap looks like shit. And it's blue and it needs to be gone. It's too much blue, man. Blue, 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 blue. Get the fuck out of here with your blue, man. Nobody likes fucking blue. So that dial now, wipe it out now in your mind with the coloring. I want that pattern in the middle, that dia-shaped pattern in the middle there, or whatever you want to call that, crosshatch pattern in the middle there. I want that gray. I want that gray. Off black, gray. Now from there, build the color set around that on the dial. I don't care what you do now. Just don't use blue. But I want that cross hatching in the middle to be gray. And that's what that color should have been and what it should be. Now go from there. Do whatever you want. Stay neutral. But get rid of the blue. And this watch would have been much nicer. The blue sucks. We're just over the blue. I'll never buy a fucking blue watch. The bluesy, got the bluesy. Other than that, done. Now the AP, that's different. On the AP, if you can get a blue dial, that's the one to get a blue dial on. $49.5, man. When's it gonna hit the 50K mark? We need that Daytona to hit the 50K mark. Go over 50. If you want a simple dress watch, Urban, Belenge, the prices are right. The prices are still right on those. People are looking after the sexy watches. They're not looking after these simple, boring old dress watches. Look at, they're going after these steel stunners. Driving the prices up on the steel stunners. That's right. She hadn't got back to me about the Safari. Oh, well, I'm not buying it anyway. We like this one a lot. This would be a watch we would consider for our stock one day. Most certainly. We like this one a lot. You know, in my mind, I call this the Snoopy watch. That's what it's missing on here. It's missing a Snoopy in the center dial right below the hour minute hand. Right there below the Patek Philippe Geneve marquee, just below the center of the hour and minute hand, in an empty spot there that's desiring something of print. You can tell it's screaming for something to be written on it right there, right? And it's screaming for a Snoopy to be printed right there. It's because the writing, the text, the font. I mean, that's the Snoopy font. It's no other font. Nobody invented that font they got on there. That's not their own font. That's not something they invented. That's the Snoopy font. They straight copied that from Snoopy, from Charles Schulz. It's plain as day. You recognize it right when you look at it. So that being said, I just feel like there should be a Snoopy on there, man. And then this would be the ultimate, most expensive Snoopy watch in the world. You know, you throw that Snoopy on there, and you'll add $100,000 to the value that it didn't have. I shit you not. If there was a Snoopy on here, this watch would be $180,000 as opposed to $80,000, or whatever it's selling for. What's it selling for? $68. Right? This watch would be $168 if there was a Snoopy on there. And it would look good too. I think it would look good. It might be distracting. You know what's a great feature on this watch? The emanating black hour markers, those hour batons. They really are heavy. They emanate. Like, you might not notice them at first, but now that I mention them, look how solid and black, and how they just pop to give you the time with such contrast with in conjunction with the hands now. It's such, wow. Looks so good, doesn't it? So solid. Like it's such a solid, legible clock. Like, try to zone out all the rest of the date, the weeks, all the months. Just look at the clock in the center and look how bold it is. It's very bold, right? Yeah, what a watch. It's a hell of a watch. This was the best watch of the year when it came out. So this was what, 2019? I think it's 2019. I don't think they made anything better in the year prior, the year of, and the year after. This was the top watch, probably 3 years running, of watches manufactured newly, in my opinion. I mean, can you think of anything that was manufactured by any brand that would be comparable to this output? I think that if you looked at Audemars, and if you looked at AP, they came out with the new version of the Royal Oak. Okay, well, that's just a new version of the Royal Oak, and they ruined that version by disextending the waffle dial, the tapisserie dial, all the way to the border. So they ruined that watch, right? And then who else came out with another watch? You've got Rolex. Didn't come out with OPs, whatever the hell they came out with. Nothing exciting, not like this. You've got Vacheron, really didn't show face with anything new. You've got, what do you got? Who's on the forefront of design? Right here. I mean, Patek Philippe always comes out with new comps, new designs. Even their annual calendar, it's a different design. The new annual calendar. Who else is changing stuff up? I don't see nobody changing anything up. When's the last time Lange came out with anything? Holy crap! Can anybody tell me when the last time Lenge came out with a new watch? It was the Odysseus. Well, shit, man. That's it. So, you really got to give props to Patek Philippe's for innovation, right? And on top of that, really double props for innovation. You know why? Because think of all, listen to this. Think of all the watchsmiths that came out of Patek Philippe, left and made their own, made and created their own brands, or they go and work for other watch houses and take their knowledge and skills from Patek Philippe over there with them. For example, Laurent Ferrier. Laurent Ferrier was a Patek Philippe watchsmith. He went, left, created his own brand. I mean, so, Patek Philippe is, man, that's where it's at. Patek Philippe's where it's at. So I'm glad I got one Patek Philippe for my collection. I got one before I started spending all my crazy money, right? I'm glad I got one, man. I'm glad I got one. Because I may never get another one again. I got, that's it. I'm done. I think I'm done. Holy crap. I got to fork out money for an FP Journe. At least the Omega's paid for. At least the FP Journe that I got to fork out $40,000 for is worth $80,000, according to Barry. 70 to 80,000. So I can't go wrong outlaying 40K for a watch I don't have yet. So I'm not going to feel, at least I'm going to feel the risk is low in that. That this watch looks okay in the blue. Man, it's that strap. That strap's kind of ticking me off. That strap sucks. Yeah. Put a brown strap on there. I mean, even a brown khaki strap. Something different than that damn blue strap to take away from all the blue. And maybe I'll like that watch's face. These World Times are nice looking. Anything other than a 5110, because those 5110s are just horrid. The old World Time, but the new ones look good. And I like this discontinued one because it's got like a 5196 case. Well, this one has the same case. I like the case on the 5230 and 5130. No, I like the case on the 5230, not the 5130. The 5130 has the crown guard, which I don't like. I prefer the watch without the crown guard. That's 100% for sure. This 5230, it's nice. 515. I think those used to be had for about 39,000, so they've gone up about 10K. But man, I can't believe the Aquanet's up to 100K. Wow. Fucking Cherno fucked me out of my Aquanaut. What a bunch of assholes. That's a nice looking ladies Aquanaut. Man, blue. This is one of the prettiest blue watches ever made right here. I gotta give it that. This is the prettiest blue watch ever made right here, man. I mean, this is it. I mean, this watch right here is just Grand Comp, leap year, Patek Philippe. If you like the blue, it's got the blue. It's got the best blue. Of all the blue watches, this is the best blue. You got to see this in person to know what I mean. The blue on this blue is the blue you would want of a blue. And set with the plat. I don't know if it's platinum or white gold in the forefront in the case, but this just is, I think it's platinum. This is just amazing. But it's white gold. And yeah, this watch is just, I mean, if I was going to fork out money for another Patek, this would probably be the one. It would have to be a leap year for me. I've always wanted a leap year Patek. That's the grand comp that in my mind, moon phase, leap year, this would be it. I've always wanted a 3940. So it would either be a Series 1 3940, or I would just break down and get one of these new ones if I was going to get one. But that would be the only paddock in my world that I would ever go try to fetch, would be one of these Grand Comp leap years 3940 Series 1, or this one on the screen. It doesn't have to be the blue. I might not want the blue. As a matter of fact, the blue is evening. I wouldn't be able to wear that in the day. So for me, I would probably go white dial, or whatever dial, more like towards white or silver or whatever in this version watch. I would stay away from the blue, because as pretty as the blue is, and as much as it sucks you in to buy it, when you throw it on your wrist there at paddock and you try it on, you're quick to realize that it's not a wearable watch. I mean, whatever you're wearing when you go into the store to try this on will not match this watch when you're wearing it. It makes it quite obvious that this watch has to be for dress only. So unless you're a dressy motherfucker, this watch will never work. So it's got to be like white dial, so you can wear it every day to Home Depot, and you know what I mean? I don't wear this to Home Depot, man, when I'm picking up paint in my C63S Rentec tuned. This is a big watch too, 39 millimeter. That's big. I mean, you've got 40 millimeter Submariners, right? This doesn't have all that bezel. It's a big watch. When I wear my 37 millimeter Calatrava, it's a large face, that dial is. I can't imagine adding 2 more millimeters to it at 39. What's wonderful about that is that tells me that the subdials on this watch are not too small to be legible. That extra 2 millimeter adds the dimension needed to bring those subdials up a scale, perhaps. And I'm sure that's what's happened. So that's kind of a good thing, huh? All right, stocks are about to open. 20 minutes. We got to log into our Ameritrade account, and we are making some moves here to help pay for our new Mercedes. Rest assured, Rich Money ain't sitting around here. He's making a big move with Ethereum to try to cop 20 grand towards this Mercedes short term. So I made a big ass move, man. I put $60,000 in Ethereum at the low, and I'm down right now a little bit. We're down 10 grand on our 60K, but that is changing so quick that, believe it or not, I'm looking for a huge gator here. I'm looking for a $20,000 overall gain when I'm done. Then I'll liquidate that and set 20K towards the Mercedes right off the bat. That'll knock off 1 year worth of payments in the end, huh? Interest of $700-800 too. Can't help thinking that way when you're a financial guy, man. Interest, time, money, how to come up with it. Yeah, the 3940s classic. And and for us watch guys, the 3940 harps the history of Patek. How can it not? And you know what, Geezer, over time, as time goes on and on and on, how much you want to bet the 3940 price wise will surpass a modern 5327's $83,000 price tag? It will one day. One day, as time goes on, they become more frail, more delicate, more patinaed, less of them, more of them become defunct and trashed and lost. And there's less and less good examples as time goes on. That's true with any collectible. So, you know, yeah. I came so close to buying the regulator so many times. Oh my God, I'm so glad I did not buy that watch. I mean, you know how hard it would be to get rid of this watch? You'd have to sell this to, European Watch Company or a Gray, and they would rape you on this thing. I mean, they're selling this for 48K. If you're selling this to them, they're going to give you 35,000 for it if you're lucky. I mean, because it's not a regular watch. It's not a regular way to tell time. So you got to imagine the market for this is going to be very niche, real niche market, man. You got to find someone who wants to tell the time differently than the rest of the world. This is not a watch you will ever want to buy if you're ever going to consider that you need to get rid of it in any aspect. You really need to change your way to think when you look at this watch to tell the time, because we're so used to telling the time a certain way. To try to change your way of thinking when you look at this dial, it's damn near impossible, to be honest. I wouldn't want to watch this watch. It'd be too hard to tell the time. I'd be sick of having to think about it every time I look at it. You know what I mean? Isn't that funny? It's true, though. This is a great deal. 60,000. And I gotta say, I take back what I said about the Grand Comp being the next Paddock. If I was to get one, which I'm not, but we're just talking. This would have to be on the list too. It would either have to be this one, and it doesn't matter which version, the pulsation dial or the. Well, for me, I would want the tachometry dial, the tactile, the pulsation dial for a doctor, the tactile for a driver. So I would want the tack version of this one, but it'd be hard to choose between this and the Grand Comp, to be honest. Now that I'd see this one, especially this one's less expensive, but when you look at what you're getting back here, wow! I mean, look at what you're getting. The beauty of a complication, the beauty of a movement, without having to go to Lenge to get this. Getting this at Paddock is pretty amazing. This is what we're really paying for here. I mean, that's pretty magnificent. I mean, that's really what you're paying for. Too bad you can't flip the watch upside down and wear it like this. Who needs to tell the time when you can look at this? But yeah. Too, in particular, this has the nicest font. I love the font right here of the numerals in the subdial. Just all the font that they use here, and the thin writing, the Patek Philippe Geneve, that font and how thin it is and everything. Even the Roman numerals and the batons, how thin they are, and the gold. They did such a fine job with this design. It's so incredibly beautiful. And it's on that 5196 case that I love. I mean, it's just so amazing. I just If they didn't make a tack version of this, you'd have to get this one. It just doesn't matter what it is. And honestly, this is prettier than the annual calendar. This is so pretty. And it's a chronograph. So I mean, hell, man, you're getting a Paddock chronograph. That is the ultimate in Paddock collecting. You know that, right? Yes, you got your Grand Comps, this and that, but come on, the ultimate in Paddock for a collector is owning a chronograph. And if you didn't know, that's that. Now you know. You know, it is chronograph, baby. It really is. Hell, it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to sell my Calatrava for 25 grand, double up on her, put 25 grand towards this. Wow, that would be an amazing come up to upgrade, throw in 35 grand, upgrade to this on top of my Calatrava. That would be something to consider one day. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Those are some watch moves I could make one day. If I can make watch moves that don't cost me money, sell a Calatrava and and one other watch and upgrade into a 5170. Because I wouldn't need a Calatrava if I have this. This replaces it. It's the same case, but with a better dial comp. So you get 25 from this, and then what's another watch you don't need? This could replace. You see? It would be kind of easy to do. A Batman. I wouldn't mind getting rid of my Batman to trade in here. A Batman and a Calatrava would get me this watch. Let's check this out, fellas. This is a 2012. I don't care about the year. Let's see what the realistic avenue of that is. If I was to call her and tell her right now, I mean, that's doable. I want to trade my Calatrava 5196 and my Batman for this pulsation dial. So let's see how much I could get for my Paddock. Let's see if they got one up here. They do not. Okay, I know my Paddock's worth 25,000. So let's just say 25. Now, what would they give me for it? Maybe they'll give me 20. Let's say I get 20 for it. Okay, now let's go to Rolex. Now let's find a Batman. $26,000 for a Batgirl. I think they're the same price. I think the Batmans and the Batgirls are the same price. So 26,000. What do they give me? Will they give me 20 for that also? They'll give me 20. So I'll get 20 for each watch. That's 40 grand. That's not quite enough. 40 grand. So how much am I short? I'm short 20. I'd have to come up with 20 grand from somewhere. It'd have to be another watch. It's tempting. I'm kind of past the level of the lower level Rolex geezer. You know what I mean? I've moved up to Jorn, Mercedes. Looking at man, I wouldn't mind consolidating a little bit. I mean, you're upgrading, not downgrading. You know, I'd have to get rid of another watch. What do I got? What do I got? I don't have that Daytona no more, but I got all those other ones. Plus some more. I don't have an updated picture in here. But that's some of my stuff. Let's see. God, that's so hard. There's nothing here I'd get rid of. It's just too difficult. To come up with another 20 grand, there's nothing I'd sell. The Batman and the Calatrava. I would do the Batman and the Calatrava. But can you see there's nothing else I'd get rid of? The Daytona's already gone. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of my Speedmaster. I'm not going to get rid of my original Rolex Submariner or the Hulk or the Daytona or the Bluesy or the President. So that's it. I don't have nothing. The Batman would be the only thing I could possibly part with. And that's good money, too. That's 25 G's. Same with the Calatrava. I mean, 20 and 20, 40 grand. Probably if I traded them in. I mean, if I could get rid of the Universal Genève and the Ball and the Doxa, I mean, that's money. But, you know, it's so hard to get rid of those cheap watches. I mean, that's worth $6,000, $7,000 between those three watches, 6, 7, 8 grand. That's significant. You know, maybe I should try to sell them. I'm going to try to sell those three. The Genève, the Doxa, and the Ball. You know, if I could get 5,000, 6,000, it's better even putting that money towards the Mercedes debt than just sitting in my watch box. You know what I mean? So I'm going to make a note of that. Let's sell those watches we don't wear. We need to sell the Ball, the Genève. You know, that's so this is a heads up to anybody, to you guys watching. Man, get rid of the stuff you need right now. If you ain't wearing it, get rid of it. This is the only time in your life you're going to have a chance to get rid of it. And you know what? Good luck. I still probably still nobody will buy my Ball and my Universal and my Doxa, even in a time when it's ripe to get rid of it. I mean, nobody's going to want that shit still. But if you're going to try, hell, this is the only chance you're ever going to get to try. So let's do it. I'll tell you what, if I got $5 grand for those three, if I got 5, 6 grand for those three watches, should be more. But if I got some money for those watches, that could motivate me to consolidate the other two into the paddock. Because then I'd be very close to making that happen. I would even consider popping a credit card for the difference, the 10 grand difference, to make it happen. Cool. So we got something to think about. Moves can happen. Even when you don't have money. Moves can still happen. All right, I think I'm going to call it an end of the stream. Thanks for hanging out, looking at some watches with me. That was fun. Got time to go for a lay down. We'll see you guys later. Thank you very much. Have a good night.